Should you have cash in the bank? I'm Tim Diesel, I'm a commercial real estate consultant. Today I want to go over, should you have cash in the bank, or should you at least have access to cash in the bank? So I've done a few of these videos on this topic before, and it surprises me. I keep getting questions on them, which is fine. Let's definitely go through that, and I want to help you guys out as much as possible. I think what's going on is there are a lot of public figures and names, and we all know who these people are, and they're telling you don't keep cash in the bank, cash is trash, get rid of it. And that it doesn't apply to everybody. So let's be clear on one thing. If you're rolling in the dough and you've got hundreds of thousands coming in every month, yeah, you probably don't need to have a whole lot of cash in the bank. If you're just starting out, it's a whole nother situation altogether. Let's try to break this down as much as possible. So let's suppose your monthly expenses are $3,000 a month. And in 1 year, you're going to spend $36,000. All right? We're going to round that off to $40,000 to make math simple. And that's your housing, your car, your school loans, whatever else it is, your groceries, everything's tacked up into that 40 grand. So the way I like to approach it is you should have 1 year's reserve in the bank. That's just there in case things happen. Always have about 6 to 12 months of reserves. Now, that's not investment money. You're only going to use that money when you get into an emergency. Okay. And that number should fluctuate, right? Because then your expenses go up, if they go down, whatever the case is. Okay. Now we're talking about investment dollars. If you have 50 or 100 grand investment dollars sitting around, if you're working on deploying them somewhere, that's one thing. If they've been sitting around for 6, 7, 12 months, whatever. If you have nothing to invest, that's a whole nother conversation. So you can't have a blanket statement of don't have any cash in the bank. That doesn't make very much sense. I think if you're on a different level than a lot of us are and you're making millions, well, yeah, there's really no need to have any cash in the bank because you've got tons of cash flow coming in. So if you look at it, where are you in your stage of life? What are you doing? So this channel is designed for commercial real estate, but it also goes into businesses, credit, business acquisitions. It bleeds into a few other things. And it just kind of depends on what you're doing. So many times when people are starting out, they don't have access to a lot of cash. They have to go through investors and maybe creative financing of some sort. They don't have a pile of money sitting around. It's only after a few deals or maybe 5 or 6 years of being in the industry that they have money. So that's not really a fair statement. The way I want you to approach it, or my ideal situation for you, would be how much reserves do you need to live, let's say, because maybe you hate your job, maybe you want to do something different. And if you want to go out there, there's a fear of, am I going to make it? How long is this going to take? Whatever. So put that to the side. That puts you at a calm, at a good state. When you have cash in the bank, it's security for a lot of us. So you never want to be zero. That just doesn't make sense to anyone. Now, if you're looking for an investment, how long have you been looking? What's your strategy? All kinds of things in that case. That's something different. Always have access to some money if you can do it. Now, in the beginning, I know it's tough. You're going to have to be creative, and we talk about a whole lot of things like that. And I will continue to keep showing you guys tips. But bottom line of this video, I really want you to take away, have your reserves tucked away. Don't touch it unless you absolutely have to, and then have your investment capital. So even if your capital stack is 25, 50 grand, whatever it is, whatever that number is for you, have that available. So this way you can determine what types of deals you're looking at, or what kind of size of deals you're looking for. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions on it, please let me know. I'll be glad to answer your questions. Thank you.